hang on. Um, um, Hello again. It is Road Dog Does Politics. Not in the car, and it is the 9th of December today. I think the government have officially lost the plot at this point. I'm literally speechless. Not just one Christmas party, but now we know that there have been several Christmas parties at Downing Street across, the tail end of last year. And we've pretty much got the former press secretary, Allegra Stratton, pretty much admitting that there was cheese and wine. She went home, but it was definitely not socially distanced. I mean, it's just, these people are just brazen. They're just brazen. Whilst the rest of us, idiots and mugs that we are, spent most of last year following the rules, doing what the government told us, wearing masks, not gathering indoors, not seeing friends, not seeing family, not being able to see loved ones, dying loved ones in hospital, not being able to say goodbye to them, not being able to go to their funeral, not being able to go to weddings, birthdays, anything at all. Denied that privilege. But no, the people in Downing Street, the elite, workers at Downing Street and Whitehall, oh no, rules are for the little people. No, we can go to parties and we can do these business meetings, and we can do what we like because we're above the peasants. We're above the peasants. I honestly, I'd really love to know what it is that this government needs to do in order to lose votes, because every time I look at a poll these days, it's either neck and neck or, it's just either really, really close. There's not really much in it. And I for the life of me, I don't understand why. Is it to do with Brexit? Because I thought we were over that, but, apparently that's still a thing that exists in people's minds, that they absolutely must defend the dear leader because he got Brexit done, and we must always forgive him of everything because he's the Grand Master that orchestrated the Brexit campaign, and he does everything right, and we must never accuse him of any wrongdoing because dear leader. I really, please explain, because I can't get my head around it. What does this government need to do to lose the support of people in this? I know that he has lost the support of an immense amount of people already, but how does the dial move? When does the pendulum swing back? I would kind of get it if it was just this one thing that had happened, and it caused a big thing, but out at the end of the day it was just this one big thing, and yeah, it will probably piss people off, but because it's not just been one thing, it's been just a myriad, a slew of so many different scandals. You've got the Owen Paterson scandal that's just gone. You've got Barnard Castle and Dominic Cummings during the lockdown. You got the dodgy PPE contracts from Matt Hancock. Another one is the proroguing of Parliament that happened just before the general election. And I genuinely thought that, in my naivety, that heads would roll and people would have to resign, someone would get fired. But no, none of that happened, and Boris Johnson still remained in post, became full-on PM, and I just think it just starts from there. When you've got an 80-seat majority and you do something and there are no consequences to it, you think you can just do whatever you like because you're not going to get punished. You must feel immune, as well as the fact that they've just got this really gross attitude of immense entitlement, these people, these Tories mostly, the elites in Westminster, that they feel like they're above everybody else. Rules don't apply to them. They can do whatever the hell they want because they've got a humongous majority in Parliament, and nothing's going to touch them. Yes, people will be rightly pissed off, rightly angry, but at the end of the day, like, it'll stay in the papers, stay in the media for a week perhaps, and then there'll be something else that we're talking about. It's just like, it's so depressing. But the thing is, it's beyond a joke. Because the people who would still defend this, the people who still think this is okay, would happily go on the airwaves and carry on defending this man and this government. It's no longer funny because people have died, and it just sticks in my craw. It really does, because it's beyond. It goes beyond ignorance. It's becoming willful. Like, you're willfully trying to defend the indefensible at this point, and because of our really crappy parliamentary voting system, it means that this government can stay in power with a minority of votes, which is about 40-odd%, and the rest of us mugs, idiots, have to carry on shouting from the sidelines, making minimal impact. But that's this country, folks. That's the UK, and it's about to get worse because your right to protest is literally being impeded and taken away from you as we speak, as well as the NHS on its way to being privatised. But what are you going to do? But never mind, because good old Boris, he's doing his best. You should leave him alone. You should leave them all alone because they're working really hard. You're just being mean because you're biased media. Leave him alone. He's doing his best. He's working really hard. Yeah. So have doctors. So have nurses. So have carers. So have everybody who works in the public sector. So has everybody who's worked out really hard to push this vaccination programme out. So has scientists. They've worked, if not harder, in comparison to the absolute wasters in Westminster having a good old joke at your expense, laughing in your face that they're not following the rules and you mugs have to. Do you think that's fair? Are you ready to stand up and carry on defending that attitude? They are literally having a good old laugh at you in your face. What's your response? I genuinely want to know. Lots of people are saying, well, it's sort of like the beginning of the end for Boris Johnson, and that probably this time next year we'll probably have a different Prime Minister, and it probably is going to be Rishi Sunak. But, who knows? But, I just want to know, like, how and why. Like, how did we get here? How did we get to this place? It's really, really miserable. And yeah, let me know, guys, what you think in the comments. It'd be good to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Road Dog Politics, and give this video a thumbs up as well. I will see you guys very soon in another video. Bye!